Hi everyone, I am Shravana Lakshmi and welcome back to my channel Sparkling Future. Today we will discuss about Python functions. Before starting with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel and also please like, share, comment and hit the bell icon for the latest video notifications. Thank you. So function is a block of code with all the required steps that we need to call a function to execute the steps inside this. So functions are reusable because once you declare the steps inside the function, in how many number of times you want, you can call this function and you can get the result instead of writing the same code multiple times. Let's see how to create and work with functions in Python. Okay, so the syntax for using the functions is def is the keyword and the function name and the parameters. Okay, and it should end with this colon. In the previous videos we have seen that for all the control statements and all that we have to use this colon, even for, if, while and for the functions, everything we have to use this colon at the end, and you should maintain the indentation. Okay, so now return a plus b. Okay, so this is how we will create a function in Python. So how to call that is just to do print sum of 2, 3. Okay, now let me run this, and if you see here it has printed 5. Okay, so when you call this sum as 2 and 3, this sum function will be called with these two parameters and it will return the sum of these two variables. Okay, so this is the basic way of defining a function in Python. Now let's say you wanted to send some default parameters. Okay, so now I have given as b equal to 4. Now let me run this code and it will again give 5, because when you are sending the variables in the function call, then whatever you are sending only will be considered. It will override this one. And let's say you are not sending anything, you are sending only one parameter, but it has two parameters and you are sending only one. In such case it will take this default parameter. Now if I run this code, you can see the answer is 6, because you are sending 2 here for a equal to 2, and for b it is taking the value as 4 and it is returning the sum of a plus b, that is equal to 6. Okay, this is how we can pass the default parameters. And also you can pass functions to the functions as parameters. How means, let's say some function. Okay, definition is a keyword some function and it takes two parameters. One is the function name and second one is the parameter to that, and it will return f of x, which means that it will take the function name as the parameter and function arguments 2 parameters, and it will run that function. So we will print this so that you will clearly understand how to do that. Now in the print I am calling sum func. Okay, to this sum function, now it has two parameters, right? One is the function name and second one is the that one. What is that parameter? So now let's say there is sum. Inside the sum func I am sending sum and I am sending 4. Okay, then how it will consider is sum of 4 it will consider. So now let's run this code to understand. It is returning 8, means here when you call the sum function, internally we are sending this, it returns f of x, right? Means sum of 4. What is sum of 4? 4 means a equal to 4 and b equal to 4, total equal to 8. Clear? So this is way we can send the functions as parameters to another functions in Python. And let's say you have you are not sure about the number of parameters. Today you have 2 and tomorrow there will be 4 and it will change going forward. So you are not sure about how many number of parameters will be there. So in such cases you use this kind of star and args. Okay, so when you do this, then you have to do for each of that argument, because there will be a list of arguments, right? So here this means that it's a list of arguments and we are not sure how many definite number of elements will be there in that list. So we will we have to what to say, iterate through it. So for getting that sum of all the values that we are passing to this function, let's create a variable. And now for I in args, okay, for I in args, sum equal to sum plus I, which means that sum is like a temporary variable that we are taking here. So here what we are doing is, for every time, for example, if it has 0 1, let's say, so first time it will take 0 0 plus 0, then again for 1 it will be like already 0 is there, then 1 again, so it will return 1. Okay, we will see with a simple example so that you will understand how this function exactly works. So now in the print, just pass 1 comma 2. Okay, I'm passing, so here I have given the list of arguments, right? So here I'm sending 1 comma 2, and here you should return sum after the for, right? Return sum. Once you come out of this for loop, you have to return sum, then only it will capture. If you don't return, it will not capture. Okay, so let's run this code. So if you see here, I'll just comment so that it's a bit confused, it might be confusing for you. And if you see here, it is printing 3, means it is summing up these two, 1 plus 2. So now let's say later on if you have some other requirement to add one more, so instead of changing the what is that function definition, you can add how many number of parameters you need. Okay, so now 1 plus 2 plus 3 equal to 6, and let's say 4 5 6 7, how many ever you want, and when you run it, it will sum up and it will give the answer. Okay, this is very useful when you are not sure how many number of arguments will be present in that this function. So any function, okay, it can be either strings. Once you have the strings, means you can have this for loop for the string, and you can perform the operations that you wanted to do. So these are the different kinds of functions that we have in Python. Hope this is clear to you, friends. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learnings. Thank you.